Sup guys, in this video I'm going to break down how I set up my Dr. Sample and 404A to recreate my beat Serpentine with finger drumming for my Watch Pots Never Boil 3 live set that I uploaded a few days back. More or less, it goes a little something like this. Alrighty, now to start with the drums, we have these kicks, this snare, this hat. I have this shaker up here, this rattlesnake shake, some guitar chord chops with like a tape delay echo on the end of it, this lick, this tremolo guitar, that goes for a while, and this one. Now on the SP202 we've got my intro sample, then some little glitchy chops that I made, and then the main loop. Sample rate wise, you might notice that everything here is on Lo-Fi 2, which is about 4 kilohertz. The main sample is in Hi-Fi, which is about 33 kilohertz, I think, from memory. Going from this sound quality to this sound quality, I think helps boost the energy in when the drums come in as well. So I felt like that was a good thing for the dynamics of the jam. So when I'm doing this, I'm limited to the 12-note polyphony. That means only 12 sounds at one time. Stereo samples counting as 2. So all my drums are in mono. Then we have all the instrumental stuff, which has more of a wider stereo field with reverbs and echoes, or just might have a spreader on it, say like. Those things are very wide, there's not much information in the middle, which leaves room for the drums and the main sample here to cut through and creates more atmosphere. Things like this have wide reverbs and delays on them, which again adds to the atmosphere. So the intro. Pretty simple stuff. You saw I did a little pitch thing at the start, no big deal. So when I'm doing pads 3 through to 6, I like to use my soft kick, and then 7 is my next kick up, and then 8 is the start of the bar. So this first little happens on the snare of the last bar, or sort of say bar 4. The hits that I do on pads 7 and 8 have a few other things on there. So on 7, where I said is my second kick, I also add in that ride cymbal and that tremolo guitar. Then on pad 8 at the start of the bar of the beat, I also add in So the last two hits are, so all together. Now the beat. This is just your basic sort of Wu-Tang type drum beat. Is basically all I'm thinking, but then I do little variations and stuff like I can jam on this for as long as I want. Every 4 bars I'll hit this ride cymbal, for example. Pad 8 is set to gate mode and loop, which means as long as I'm holding this finger down, it's going to keep going round. But I can take it off, which is cool if I want to do like a stop at the end of the bar, like a and then when I want to go do other stuff and I want to use this hand, hold button. For the hook section, that's where it starts to get a little bit messy with my brain. There's a lot to remember. So when I first go into this section, I'm going to hit this tremolo guitar and the ride cymbal with the first hit. So then I'm going to add the guitar chop to every snare. And then when I get to that point there, I play this with this kick after the upbeat of that snare, like this. Finally, the last thing I want to add is this shaker, which is where the hold button comes in handy. The end of the hook section goes a little bit something like this. So what goes on there is I stop playing the drums when this comes in. If I remember, I'll throw in another one of those. And at the end of the bar, I try to hit the rattlesnake and the other guitar tremolo, while that is still playing, which sounds like this. Wait a few bars. And there it is. So that's about all there is to that. If you have any questions, feel free to get at me below. And I have to say thank you very much to everyone who's been checking out my latest EP, Washpots Never Boil 3. It's really cool you guys listening to it, and it means a lot. Very much appreciate it. Anyway, if you've got any comments, get at me below. Laters.